Hey guys, it's Sash, and in this video I'm going to tell you guys the best cards in the game to spend your gold on, the epic cards to get, and the worst cards that you should probably ignore. Keep in mind that these are my opinions based on my experiences and also stats from the most popularly used cards among the top players in the game. I've been playing this game since day one of soft launch and have kept track of all the trends, the nerfs and buffs of cards, and cards that always seem to be the most popular and effective. So that's what I'm going to share today. Help you focus on the cards that will help you in the long term, in the higher arenas as you progress. So first, I'm going to start with the 10 best common or rare cards that you should focus on getting, upgrading, and requesting for in your clan. So the first is the Arrows card. Arrows have always been among the most popularly used cards in the game and in all levels of play. This is a very high value card as it only costs 3 elixir and can almost always provide you with an elixir advantage by using it properly. It has a very large radius, allowing you to deal damage to multiple troops at once. Imagine using the arrow card on the minion horde and spear goblins. That will instantly give you a 4 elixir profit, so it's no surprise that the arrow card is among the most popular cards in the game. Next is the Barbarians card, which had always been a popular card and a very good card as well. For the price of just 5 elixir, you're able to summon 4 powerful barbarians. To demonstrate their power together, one level 8 barbarian has 579 HP and 96 damage per second. So 4 of them together is a total of 2316 HP and 384 damage per second. No other card in the game gives you this much value. Now what makes barbarians so good is not their offensive potential, but how good of a defense they are. They are able to defeat some of the most powerful offensive combinations in the game, which include the Hog Rider, Prince, P.E.K.K.A, Golem, Giant Skeleton, and so on. The Hog Rider is undoubtedly the best offensive card in the game. He has very decent HP, he's very fast, powerful, and can go straight for your arena tower, making him a very annoying card to stop when you don't have multiple buildings. Not only that, the most frightening aspect of the Hog Rider, in my opinion, is that he only costs 4 elixir. So he can have a very detrimental effect in the game when you've taken a small elixir lead. The Spear Goblins are among the cheapest cards in the game and come with a high return value. It can be the first card you play without spending so much elixir to scout your opponent. 3 Spear Goblins together can also make for a strong air targeting combo behind a tank such as a Giant or a Golem. They are an excellent way to make profit with elixir. By simply using them on defense with your arena tower, you can make a big profit in elixir. For example, say your opponent sends in a mini P.E.K.K.A, you can simply use your Spear Goblins to deal damage and distract the mini P.E.K.K.A along with the arena tower also helping out on defense. You can quickly kill the mini P.E.K.K.A and take a 2 elixir lead. Or you can even allow your opponent's baby dragon to target your arena tower, but place your Spear Goblins on the side to quickly kill the baby dragon. This way, you lose a few HP on your arena tower, but you obtain a 2 elixir profit and still have all your Spear Goblins at full health. So yeah, this card is made for winning. Archers are similar to Spear Goblins but cost 1 more elixir. However, their cost is granted by the fact that they are more superior. They do more damage and have greater HP. For example, level 8 Spear Goblins have 100 HP, while level 8 Archers have 241 HP. Spear Goblins get one-shotted by arrows, baby dragon, wizard, zap, and many other cards, but the Archers do not, and that's what makes the Archers special. However, at high level play, the Archers become quickly outclassed by the Princess card. Goblins are among one of the best cards in the game because of how cheap they are. Only 2 elixir, while they do insane damage together. For example, 3 level 8 goblins together do 261 damage per second, which makes them an excellent defense. With just 2 elixir cost, you can quickly obtain a big elixir profit. You will very commonly see goblins and spear goblins used among the best players in the game. The Wizard is among one of the best cards in the game because of what he can do. He has a very decent DPS, and what makes him special is the fact that he does splash damage. He's an excellent card for beating HUD spammers and some of the most commonly used cards in the game, such as Barbarians and the Minion Horde. The only other splash attacking cards that can target air troops are the Baby Dragon and Witch. However, both the Baby Dragon and the Witch card are much weaker than the Wizard, so they struggle to beat a card such as the Minion Horde on time. And so that's what makes the Wizard such a good and important card. It basically outclasses the Musketeer because of its ability to do splash damage. The Fireball is another excellent card for winners. People often misuse this card and use it for targeting arena towers. What makes the Fireball one of the best cards in the game is its high potential of getting a great elixir profit. The card is meant to be used as a defensive stopper. It's best used against a clumped group of troops. For example, the Fireball is an excellent counter against a very common Barbarian card. Since it only costs 4 elixir, using a Fireball on Barbarians at any time is always a good idea. However, it's even a better idea to wait and use the Fireball on the Barbarians and the support troops behind them to maximize your profit. For example, if someone uses the Barbarians, they're gonna most likely couple the Barbarians with another troop, such as a ranged attacker. So what you should do is wait until the Barbarians have made it to your side of the field and see if your opponent couples the Barbarians with another troop, and then drop your Fireball onto all of them. The main challenge of the Fireball is to accurately time and drop it, something you will learn to master with experience. Like the Barbarians, the Minion Horde is another monstrous card on both defense and offense. It is a very commonly used card because of how many powerful cards it can quickly counter. The Minion Horde is definitely one of the best defense in the game. However, unlike Barbarians, the Minion Horde can be one-shotted by arrows. But it's a fast card and often can counter a big threat before your opponent can even play the arrow card. The Tesla is one of the most powerful defenses in the game. It only costs 4 elixir. Not only that, it can avoid area damage spell cards by hiding underground. Although to make the game more fast-paced, Supercell decided to nerf all defensive buildings in coherence to their offense over defense philosophy. However, the Tesla still remains as possibly the best defensive building in the game. Now, if you guys are wondering what the best epic cards are to get and work on, then I'm going to give you guys my top 5. First is the Baby Dragon, who would be my pick as the most versatile and useful epic card in the game. Definitely not the most powerful card, but it can fit in almost any deck. It's bulky, so you can use your ranged attackers behind it. It does splash damage and can target both ground and air troops, which is very important for defeating hordes and HUD spammers. The other 2 troops that can do splash damage and target air are the Wizard and Witch, but what makes the Baby Dragon a more appealing option is that it only costs 4 elixir, while the Witch and the Wizard cost 5, and the Baby Dragon is much bulkier and not weak to Fireball. Along with the Hog Rider, the Prince is one of the best offensive cards in the game because of his power and speed and his ability to deal double the damage when charging. Not only that, he is very versatile because of his very decent HP, which means that you can use him on defense as well and couple him with ranged attackers. Like his brother, the Dark Prince is one of the best offensive cards in the game as well. The Prince is weak to hordes of low HP troops, but the Dark Prince isn't. He can deal splash damage and kill all of them at once. However, he isn't as powerful as the Prince, but his ability to deal splash damage is very important. His bulkiness also makes him a very versatile card for defense. Not to mention, he only costs 4 elixir, which is 1 less than his brother. The Golem is definitely one of the best cards in the game. Unfortunately, the Golem is also one of the most expensive cards, costing 8 elixir to use. But that's warranted because of his very high HP, death damage, and ability to generate Golemites after his death. All of this just makes him one of the best epic cards. The Poison Spell is a dangerous defensive card that not only slowly kills its foes, but also slows their speed. Best of all, it only costs 4 elixir, which is very worth it when used against low HP troops and slowing down the bulkier troops and win those elixir trade-offs. Remember, your arena tower also helps out on defense, and with the combination of poison and your arena tower, you can win big elixir trade-offs on defense, making the Poison Spell a very dangerous card. So those are my top 5 epic cards. Now lastly, I want to tell you guys the 5 worst cards in the game that you should probably ignore. The first is the Royal Giant. The Royal Giant is one of the worst cards in the game. He costs 6 elixir and is super slow and super weak. It's great that he's a ranged attacker, but that goes against his very decent HP. You can't use your other ranged attackers behind him because the Royal Giant is gonna want to stay behind all your troops. Not only that, he targets buildings, which is great, but the problem is his DPS is just too low. Next is the Rage spell, which is an awesome spell in Clash of Clans. However, in Clash Royale, the problem with the Rage spell is it doesn't power up your troops. It only gives them speed. So they should probably rename this card to Haste Spell because that's what it is. This card just isn't a good spell, even with the slow troops such as P.E.K.K.A, Giant Skeleton, and Balloon. And that's because all those troops are still very easy to distract, and the rage spell only gives a 35% speed boost, which in my opinion is not enough. The Three Musketeers is one of the most powerful cards in the game, but at the same time it's one of the worst cards in the game, and the reason for that is it costs 10 elixir to use. So basically you're gonna have to spend your whole elixir bar on summoning 3 Musketeers, and all you have to do to counter them is simply throw 1 fireball, which costs 4 elixir. It's just not worth 10 elixir to summon 3 Musketeers. The Skeleton Army is a good defense, but it's just a horrible offense and is one-shotted by arrows and the zap spell. It's outclassed by the Tombstone and Barbarians. It gets one-shotted by every splash attacker, and with the assistance of your arena tower on defense, it's just super easy to quickly stop a Skeleton Army. So yeah, really not a card I'd invest my gold on. The Valkyrie is not a terrible card, but at high level play she becomes quickly outclassed by the Dark Prince. Like the Valkyrie, the Dark Prince is a ground splash attacker, but is overall much better. Not only that, the Valkyrie really isn't that great as a bulky splash attacker because of her inability to target air troops. So she also becomes outclassed by the Baby Dragon, and so because of the Baby Dragon and Dark Prince, it's just not worth upgrading your Valkyrie for the long term. So that's my list, most of which is my opinion, so if you guys don't agree with me on something, then feel free to comment below on your opinion. Hopefully this helped out a lot, so be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe for more great Clash Royale content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys again soon. Later.